authenticity. But what does it really mean? Is it about the fact of being natural, being vulnerable, or just not lying? Everybody has a different concept. But actually, is it possible to be authentic fully at all times? Or are we always wearing a mask? That's what we will be discussing this time at Between Worlds. Stay tuned. I'm Dr. Iva Paneva, psychologist, theater director, and media researcher, and storyteller between worlds. Today, I would like to discuss with you what actually means to be authentic and how different it is for everybody, depending on their own perspective. My friend recently told me that I'm too theatrical and people won't like me on video. That made me think what actually authenticity means. What looks authentic in one world can be perceived as fake in another. And that made me realize that depending on the background, on the world one is living in, that's what will make us be perceived as fake or authentic. Sometimes, in a historian world, or someone that is in the field of archaeology, for example, they will perceive authenticity as being calm, factual, and to the point, without any emotion. But as I come from a theatrical background, I am very often and at moments expressive, emotional, and explosive in the way I realize and want to communicate my thoughts. When I'm, though, in my research mode, I can be very introvert at times and go within myself. When I teach in a classroom, then I will have an authentic self that is more to the point, trying to control the children or the adults, trying to have an order, and then I'll be more strict and be perceived as more rigorous at times. Very often when I actually research or think about things, then I'm very within myself and have another kind of expression. So, what I want to say, what actually authenticity means, it's to be yourself. Be brave and not let the other person tell you what you are. Very often we have various personas, it's not just mask, that has been built within ourselves. And what actually is important is to learn and get to know them, is to learn that we have different aspects and layers within our perception and with the way we communicate in different situations with different people, and that's okay. We don't have to please everyone. We just have to try to be ourselves in the best version that we can afford at that moment. And yes, very often we'll be accused of being too dramatical, or being too strict, or being too emotional, especially women. And it's okay. What's important with time is to realize that being authentic is a brave approach that we should have in life. Being authentic is it's a way of existence that will help us be free and will help us feel at peace. We all have looked at quotes in the internet regarding authenticity. Some of them talk about courage, of being yourself. Some of them talk about the importance of not wearing a mask. Some of them talk about the stillness in your thoughts and the way you behave physically. Let's check this quote. Are you showing off your authenticity? Or are you trying to portray your vision of your ideal self? Very often, we strive to present ourselves in the best way we would like to be perceived. And sometimes this doesn't fit within the mold of society. However, more and more people try to be authentic. And what's important to realize is how our ideal self is portrayed. It's our own vision of ourselves. And it's okay. Thank you for being with me and Between Worlds with Dr. Iva Paneva. I'm happy to share my own thoughts, and I'll be glad that you'll subscribe to my channel so that we can keep in touch, because this is just a beginning of a long journey of compassion, understanding, and learning. Bye. Oh my God! And the way you behave physically with not too much jittering and too many expressions.